It's Friday, Juneteenth, 2020. I'm Tanya Harris, and welcome to TMI Daily, your daily roundup of everything people are talking about online since they aren't allowed to talk about it in person. In an early morning tweet, Donald Trump threatened harsh treatment for any lowlifes who come to Tulsa to disrupt his rally on Saturday night. Which leads us to the question, how are the lowlifes going to do that when they're all busy inside the arena listening and cheering "Build the Wall"? Tulsa officials say that nearly 20,000 people will be allowed into the Box Center for Trump's rally, or as Trump likes to call it, over 1 million people. According to medical estimates, at least 2 in every 1,000 people at the rally will unknowingly be entering the arena already infected with the coronavirus. Those people have the ability to each infect 40 to 50 new people, which adds up to more people than anybody in that room will be able to count. Because Florida saw nearly 4,000 new cases of coronavirus yesterday, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is considering a 2-week quarantine on people coming to New York from the Sunshine State. This is what happens when your state goes from being known as the Epcot Center to being known as the Epicenter. Speaking of Florida, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is now blaming the state's coronavirus rise on, quote, overwhelmingly Hispanic workers. Hey, any Republican not blaming black people for something on Juneteenth is a step in the right direction. I guess. Senator Amy Klobuchar has withdrawn from consideration as a VP pick for Joe Biden, saying Biden should pick a woman of color. Well, there goes 4 years of potential work down the drain for Rachel Dratch. A huge cloud of dust from the Sahara Desert could hit the United States next week. Sure, why not? At this point, 2020 has turned into, can you top this? In order to counter a black congressman's comments on racism, unmarried Republican Representative Matt Gaetz is claiming to have a 19-year-old adopted Cuban son. Not to be outdone, Lindsey Graham has a couple of Hispanic cousins who stay over sometimes on the weekend. AMC theaters originally claimed that they would not require guests to wear masks upon their reopening, but changed their stance this afternoon due to overwhelming public pressure. Thank God it wasn't something stupid like a deadly virus that changed their minds. Kid Rock's Nashville establishment had its beer permit pulled after serving patrons at the bar, violating local social distancing rules. Although it is a rule in Tennessee, it's also common sense to stay as socially distant from any place owned by Kid Rock. Now, let's send it over to tonight's TMI Daily Cast and Crew Roundtable. Stay safe.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of TMI Daily. I'm Veronica Aiello, and as always, I'm joined by some of our cast members and writers from TMI Hollywood. Let's say hello to all our viewers that are watching at home, as well as those that are listening on Spotify and our other streaming services. Let's start with you, Joe.
Hi, everybody. Happy Father's Day weekend. I've got the background of my dad's favorite movie, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh,
Jess?
I'm filling in for Jess today. This is Sean Bolton. He told me to have you follow him here on Twitter.
Hi, Sean. Welcome. Elizabeth.
Hello.
You're on screen. Jocelyn.
Hi, everyone.
Meg.
Hey, guys.
Cameron.
I am Cameron, and I just got called in from my first post-pandemic in-person audition, a Geico ad to air during Shark Week. American Dream.
Nice. Chris.
Hello, everyone. I'm much handsomer in person for those who are listening on Spotify.
Emma.
Hey, everyone. I'm just as beautiful in person as I am on voice.
This is true.
Jason.
Aw, thank you.
Hey, everyone.
Stuart.
I'm completely sober.
And Shayna.
Spoken like a true sober person.
Me too.
We're all really sober.
Oh,
Okay.
for those listening, I look like John Bolton, but I'm his non-evil twin Sean. I forgot that not everybody's got video, so
Sean Bolton, for the record, has better hair.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for joining us. You can come back and join us anytime. Okay, guys, so today is Trump Free Friday, which means no Donald Trump, no news, just fun. So we're going to be playing a game, our virtual dodgeball, that tests your level of useless knowledge in the game we like to call Dodge.
that's where they run the clip.
Get there.
There. No.
Okay, so the rules of the game are simple and in some way a lot like dodgeball. We have two teams. I know you are, but what am I? And I'm rubber, you're glue. I know you are is up first. They get to pick one person on I'm rubber, you're glue to answer a question. Plus, they get to pick the category of the question. If the person they pick gets the question right, I'm rubber, you're glue takes control, and I know you are gets a strike against them. If they get the question wrong, I'm rubber, you're glue gets a strike, and I know you are, but what am I, retains control. Once a team gets 3 strikes, they will anonymously vote one of their teammates off. When we are down to 4 players, it will be every person for themselves. The final 2 will play each other in a 30-second speed round. So let's start with I know you are, but what am I? And that team is made up of Emma, Meg, Joe, Chris, and Jocelyn. Can you please raise your hand if you are on the I know you are, but what am I team? All right. And the team I'm rubber, you're glue is made up of Elizabeth, Shayna, Jess, Cameron, Stuart, and Jason. Can you raise your hand if you're I'm rubber, you're glue? All right. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the first team. I know you are, but what am I? And I'm going to start with Emma. Emma, you're going to choose someone from I'm rubber, you're glue that you would like to challenge.
Sure. You know him. You love him. He's sober. Stuart Orloff.
Oh, I think this is personal. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 categories and you're going to choose one of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
The categories are Stargate or Starfucker or All About Olivia.
I'm going to go All About Olivia.
All right. I tell you, the world can be a confusing place. So much to know, so little time to learn it. Maybe the most confusing thing I deal with on a daily basis is knowing which celebrity people are talking about when they only mention their first name, Olivia. Doesn't that happen to everyone? So help me with this one. I will give you a fact, and you will tell me if it is about Olivia Munn, Olivia Wilde, or Olivia Newton-John. Ready, Stuart?
Yep.
Okay, Stuart, this is your question. I share a birthday with film director Paul Haggis and Sharon Stone. Which Olivia is it?
Olivia Munn.
Correct. It's Olivia Wilde. So your team just earned a strike. Okay, let's go back to I know you are, but what am I? Meg, you still have the virtual ball. So challenge someone on I'm rubber, you're glue.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Shayna.
You're gonna okay. So let me give you the 2 categories. Again, Stargate or Starfucker or Nights of Our Deaths?
Nights of Our Deaths.
Okay. Like most people, the only things I remember about 2003 and 2004 was the reign of terror brought on by the Salem stalker on Days of Our Lives. Well, surprisingly, it turns out that other communities like Salem have their own issues with serial killers. So how about if I give you a name and you tell me if it is a character from Days of Our Lives or a serial killer? And no, I won't say Marlene, who, spoiler alert, was the Salem stalker, although she couldn't be blamed because she was hypnotized into killing and, who could forget, was also pissed by the devil. Possessed, excuse me, possessed. That was a typo.
She was pissed too, Veronica. She was pissed too.
Yes, I didn't proofread the notes. Okay, so here we go. Dakota Lee. Dakota Lee. Serial killer or Days of Our Lives?
I'm gonna say serial killer.
I'm sorry, Shayna, but that is incorrect. She was a character from Days of Our Lives. So I'm rubber, you're glue. You just earned your second strike. So
Sorry, guys.
going back to I know you are, but what am I? Joe, who are you going to challenge?
I challenge Jason.
You're going to challenge Jason. Okay, so I'm going to give you the two categories to choose from. Stargate or Starfucker, or winter or summer?
Stargate or Starfucker?
Okay, here we go. You know how you wake up one day and Stargate SG-1 is just starting, and the next thing you know, it's been on for like 10 seasons? Yeah, I feel that way too. Well, since everyone was a huge fan of the show, this should be a really easy question. I'll give you a name and you tell me if it was a female character on Stargate or someone who was at one time involved with a celebrity. You have to answer either Stargate or Starfucker. Let's go. Here we go, Jason. Aaron Heatherington. Aaron Heatherington.
Starfucker.
That is correct, Jason. Yeah, you're so sure. Leonardo DiCaprio. Good job. So, I know you are, but what am I? You just got your first strike. First strike. Okay, so now I'm going to I'm rubber, you're glue. Elizabeth. Elizabeth, who are you going to challenge on I know you are, but what am I?
I will challenge Jocelyn.
Okay. So these are the two categories you're going to choose from. All About Olivia or Nights of Our Deaths.
All About Olivia.
Yes. I'm sorry, we already did Nights. Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
And Olivia.
Rewind.
Olivia too.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Winter or summer or people named Rick. Winter or summer or
He's like, I wanted those other ones instead.
Winter or summer?
Winter or summer. Hey, when I think of music, the first two names that come to my mind are Donna Summer and Johnny Winter. One was the Queen of Disco, the other an albino dude who played blues guitar. I was wondering how much you know about these two. So I'm going to ask you a question and you tell me if it is about summer or winter. Now, Elizabeth, who did you challenge?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Okay, Jocelyn, here we go. I won 5 Grammys. I won 5 Grammys. Summer or winter?
Summer.
That is correct. I'm sorry, Elizabeth, you just earned your team the third strike. So I'm rubber, you're glue. You get to vote somebody off privately. So please message Peter and I will announce it shortly.
For the record, though, it was Edgar Winter, not Johnny Winter.
No, Johnny Winter.
Was it?
Oh, his brother.
Edgar Winter too, but there's also Johnny Winter.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look up.
Okay, so I'm gonna see
Donna Summer.
who's gonna be voted off. I'm sorry, Stuart. Oh,
God damn it.
bye, Stuart.
Oh, I
You have
didn't
to
vote.
leave.
You can go to the waiting room if you'd like, but yes, we're saying goodbye to you for now. Thanks for playing. Okay, so because you guys got your 3 strikes, we're gonna start with you. So you're gonna challenge Shayna. You're gonna challenge somebody from I Know You Are, but What Am I? And you're back to 0 strikes. So Shayna, who are you gonna challenge?
I will challenge Chris.
Okay, Chris. The 2 categories that you're gonna choose from are people named Rick or yeah, I saw it in 2003.
I'm going to go with, yeah, I saw it in 2003.
Okay. So this is your question, Chris.
All right.
Let me tell you about the category first. Do you ever get tired of people talking about how great network television was in 2003? No, neither do I. With so much to watch, I wonder how any of us got anything done. Let's revisit that amazing year, and I ask you about the shows that aired during the 2003-2004 network television season, and you tell me what night of the week they were on.
Come on.
Okay, Chris.
Damn.
Here we go. Fear Factor. Fear Factor. Everybody knows that one, right?
Monday night.
You are correct, Chris.
Yeah.
Sheena, you just earned.
Wait, not even on my team, but I respect that.
All right. That is correct. Good job, Chris.
That was deep in the memory banks.
I have to give you credit for that because when I found out that the category is like the night of the week, I'm like, oh my God.
Honestly, it's like a memory just popped in my head of like Joe Rogan saying Monday night. I don't know why, but it popped in my head.
See, so it was a
Also,
very
your testicles, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, so now your team has the ball. So,
Okay.
Chris, who are you going to challenge on I'm Rubber, You're Glue?
I'm going to go with Mr. Sean Bolton over here.
Okay, Sean
careful.
Bolton. You mean the guy that looks like Jess? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with him. Okay,
Similar.
so let me give you the 2 categories to choose from.
Okay.
Yo rock, or I got a disease. Yo rock, I got a disease.
I got a disease.
Got a disease. Okay. Disease was a hit song by Matchbox 20, the REO Speedwagon of the new millennium. It is also a great place to start a new question. I'm going to give you a name, and you tell me whether it is the name of a band or a disease. Okay, Sean Bolton, here we go. Ludwig angina. Ludwig angina.
And it's either a name of a band or a disease.
That is correct.
Well, I'm gonna go with a band.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
I would thought that too.
So I'm Rubber, you're Glue. You just got a second strike. Okay,
What kind of disease is that? Do you know?
I've heard of it.
Heart related.
I think it's a version of angina.
Okay.
I do not. Okay, so you guys still have control. Jocelyn, who do you want to challenge?
I will challenge Cameron.
You're going to challenge Cameron. Okay, so I'm going to go back to people named Rick or Yo Rock.
People named Rick.
People named Rick.
Don't think I know anything about Philadelphia.
I'll tell you right now. Okay, people named Rick. With thousands of really good names to choose from, it seems like parents who want super successful children almost always name their kids Rick. With that said, let's talk about the accomplishment of a famous Rick, and you tell me which one it is. Okay, Cam, here we go. My first album came out in 1973. Am I Rick James, Rick Derringer, or Rick Nielsen?
Rick James.
I'm sorry, Cameron, that's incorrect. It was Rick Derringer. And you have earned your third strike. I'm rubber, you're glue. So you know what time it is. Time to vote somebody off.
This is so sad.
Is Stuart still eligible?
Just vote him off. Keep voting him off.
Can't vote the same guy off twice.
Sober Stewart was voted off. Vote off drunk
Yeah,
Stewart.
you can vote drunk Stewart off. Just not so.
So I will.
Hey, get out of here. No one wants to see your face. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Let's be in the green room.
Get out of here. Call security.
I'll be announcing shortly who will be leaving. Okay, so
This is tense.
okay. So it's a tie between Jess and Shayna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a question, and please wait until I ask the question. Whoever raises their hand first and answers correctly will be safe. So let's see. I'm gonna go back to one of our other categories. Let's go back to, give me 1 second here. Let's go back to Olivia Munn, Olivia Wilde, or Olivia Newton-John. Okay, here's your question. My spirit animal is a bear. My spirit animal is a bear. Who knows the answer? Shayna?
I'm gonna go Olivia Newton-John.
That is incorrect. It's Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn. Okay, so I guess Shayna's saying goodbye for now. Bye, Shayna.
I guess that's how democracy works.
I guess Sean Bolton learned early on just to stand aside and let other people make mistakes.
That's pretty much. Okay. So
Our
let's
team
go
needs to
back
get it
to
together.
start again with, okay, you guys just voted somebody off. Jess, who would you like to challenge?
Is that a hot Cheeto?
Mm.
Are those hot Cheetos? Oh my god.
Cheetos Puffs.
Yeah.
Let's go with. Give Meg a try.
Who?
Meg?
Oh, Meg. I go, who are you challenging?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So Jess, I'm going to give you the two categories to choose from. We're going to go back to Yo Rock or I'm a Never Nude.
I think that one will be too easy. Let's go with Yo Rock.
Yo Rock. Okay, Meg. In my opinion, pound for pound, two of the greatest boxers of all time were Rocky Marciano and Rocky Balboa. With that said, what makes them both great is not just their technique, but also the quality of the boxers they defeated. Okay, I'm going to give a name of a boxer, and you're going to tell me if they fought Rocky Marciano or Rocky Balboa. Here we go, Meg.
Okay.
Red Applegate. Red Applegate.
Balboa.
I'm sorry, Meg, that is incorrect.
I don't know boxers.
So that's your second strike for your team. Okay, now we're going back to I'm Rubber, You're Glue. Cameron, who are you going to be challenging?
I want to see Meg get another question wrong again.
So you're challenging Meg again.
Yep.
Okay. So the two categories you're going to choose from is they are I'm a Never Nude or Believable or Unbelievable.
Careful, Cameron. This could be a trap.
Could be. It could be. In fact, I can't quite believe it myself. So let's pull that thread, the ladder.
Okay. Believable or unbelievable? Okay, fine. We all know so much about the triumphant life of Justin Bieber, but even for all of us believers, there has to be a few facts that we don't know about him. For that reason, I'm going to give you a fact, and you're going to tell me whether it's believable or unbelievable.
Oh, I get the wordplay now. This is good.
Okay, so Meg, here we go. Justin gains almost 208,000 Facebook fans a week. Is that believable or unbelievable?
200,000 a week?
208,000 Facebook fans a week.
Oddly specific.
I'm going to say unbelievable.
I'm sorry, Meg. It was unbelievable. So that's the first strike for I know you are, but what am I? So you know what that means. Start voting.
Time to see democracy in action.
Oh man. Meg, I wanted to help you out on that one. He has like over 100 million followers on like all across all the platforms.
No, I would have said the same though, because I would have figured it would wane by this point in time.
Yeah,
like,
no, me too.
And Facebook, no, I mean, like his generation's not really on Facebook, so.
They just went up. He was like posting about BLM and about like the voter booths they're being tampered with and stuff like that. Like he just got a huge amount of clout.
He's part of the revolution. I see.
Yeah, he is the authority on voter tampering.
Yeah.
Used to be a talented young man.
I'm sorry, Jocelyn. We say goodbye to you.
Oh, bye everyone.
Bye, Jocelyn. Okay, so we're going back to Emma from I Know You Are, but what am I? So Emma, you have the virtual dodgeball. So who would you like to challenge on I'm Rubber, You're Glue?
Elizabeth, I don't think you've answered a question yet.
I have,
Yeah.
So the two categories you're going to choose from for Elizabeth are I'm a Never Nude or Out of the Ashes.
I'm just because I'm curious what the hell the question is. Let's go with I'm a Never Nude.
Okay, here we go. Turns out some actors are so selfish that they have never done a nude scene, even if it was artistically done and an integral part of the plot. I will give you the name of an actor, and you tell me if they are an ever nude or a never nude. Here we go, Elizabeth. Sarah Silverman. Sarah Silverman.
Never nude.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. That is correct.
Where did she flash her?
Correct. It's an she's an ever.
Like four movies she did it in. Like
There's
4
more than
movies
one.
she did it.
There was the one where they were all in the locker room.
Yeah.
What movie is this?
That is one strike against I'm Rubber, You're Glue. So going back to Meg. Meg, who are you going to challenge in I'm Rubber, You're Glue?
Let's go with Sean Bolton.
Sean Bolton. Okay, so the two categories you're going to choose from are Out of the Ashes or Good Times for the Jeffersons.
Good Times for the Jeffersons.
Okay. Sadly, due to systemic racism, a lot of people cannot tell the difference between an episode of Good Times and the Jeffersons. Since this group is so much more woke, this will be a very easy question. I will give you the synopsis of an episode of either Good Times or the Jeffersons, and you, unlike a racist, will know exactly what show it is. Oh, and to make it a little harder, I will change the names of the characters in the synopsis to the names of characters from the Mary Tyler Moore show. That's hard.
Cameron, I was wrong. This one's a trap.
Yeah.
One more thing. I do encourage the panel to call anyone who answers the question wrong a racist. Okay, here we go. Sean Bolton. Georgette decides to play matchmaker for her friend and neighbor, Sue Ann Nivens. Is it Good Times or the Jeffersons?
Well, I don't remember any single neighbors on Jefferson, so I'm going to go with Good Times.
That is correct. That is correct. So I know
Y'all didn't know I was a sleeper Jeffersons fan, did ya?
So I know you are, but what am I? You just got a strike. So now we're going back to Jason.
I'll take
Jason,
that strike.
from I'm Rubber, You're Glue, who would you like to challenge?
Is Emma, are you on the other team?
Yes, I'm on the other team.
All right, Emma.
Okay, you're going to challenge Emma.
That's eating a pansy ass? Yes.
Categories? Okay, Jason, so you're going to choose one of the two categories for Emma.
Right.
Back to Out of the Ashes or Villainous God.
Oh.
Out of the Ashes or Villainous God?
Out of the Ashes.
Okay. Out of the Ashes. By ashes, I obviously am talking about the victory during the biennial cricket test. Biennial? Yes. Let's face it, everyone loves watching cricket be played, and yet, as children, we all struggled with learning the rules of the game. Today, they seem so second nature, so I'm going to ask you questions about the rules of cricket, and you will very easily give me the answer.
Is this some kind of commie podcast?
Here's your question. A cricket team is made up of this many players. Is it 9, 11, or 23?
11.
You are correct, Emma.
No shit.
Fuck it.
Yes. So I'm Rubber, you're Glue. You just earned your second strike. Just earned your second strike.
High five.
Okay, so now we go. The ball goes back to, I know you are, but what am I, Joe? Who are you going to challenge?
I challenge Cameron.
You're going to challenge.
Yeah, it's like the blood feud continues.
So the two categories you're going to choose from
are nice.
Are Villainous God or Funky Breakin' Bunch.
Oh, Villainous God. He gets the funky one, so Villainous God.
Okay, Villainous God. Do any of you ever stop for a moment and ask yourself, if someone asked me to tell the difference between a Greek god and a DC Comics villain, I'm not sure I could do it. Well, I have faith in you, so let's give it a shot. I will give you a name, and you tell me if it is a Greek god or a DC Comics villain. Okay. Here we go. And I might butcher some of these names, so just bear with me. Telos?
Oh, that's Greek.
I'm sorry, Cameron. It's
no?
a comics villain. So, Cameron, you just earned the third strike for I'm Rubber, You're Glue. And again, you guys know what that means. Go.
Cameron, you know what? You surprised me. I thought you would know that one. I honestly thought you would know that one.
Don't be.
I thought she was going to throw like Dark Seed out or something.
Telos or Telos? Telos?
Telos.
Oh, if she mispronounced it, then I get a do-over.
No, I said it both ways.
Yeah, she said it both
You
ways.
can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
She said it both ways.
Cameron, you know I love you, but you've been voted off by Cameron.
I didn't vote. You didn't count my vote yet.
Save you.
Well, it must suck to live in California where your vote doesn't count.
It truly does.
Okay. So let's go back to
that's how you bring up the blood feud. Subtle.
Let's go back to I'm Rubber, You're Glue. So you just lost Cameron, but you're gonna choose somebody, Elizabeth, to challenge.
Oh, okay.
So Elizabeth,
I choose Chris.
Okay, Chris. So the two categories you're gonna choose from, Elizabeth, are Funky Breakin' Bunch or a hint of ginger.
A hint of ginger.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
A hint of ginger, Chris. Here we go. Who doesn't love ginger? And by ginger, I am of course talking about acclaimed actress Tina Louise, who played Ginger Grant from 1964 to 1967 on Gilligan's Island. Surprisingly, there are other gingers that have had successful and beloved careers. With that in mind, I will give you a fact about a famous ginger, and you tell me which one it is. Oh, and to make it a teeny bit more challenging, these questions could be about Tina Louise, a celebrity named Ginger, or a celebrity with red hair. So here we go. Okay, Chris. I starred in 170 episodes of one of the most successful TV sitcoms of the 70s and 80s.
Wait, what was the answer? What are the choices I have again?
Well, the people okay, so it could be Tina Louise,
okay.
It could be a celebrity with the name Ginger, or any celebrity with red hair. So you have to actually give me the name of the person, no, the name of the celebrity. So let me repeat it again.
Okay.
I started.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
I starred in 170 episodes of one of the most successful TV sitcoms of the 70s and 80s.
And so I have to give the actor's name.
Yes.
Betty White.
Can we steal?
Just out of curiosity, just raise your hand. Does anybody know who I'm talking about?
No. Did you?
Okay, Sean Bolton. Okay, I'm sorry, Chris. That is incorrect. It's Ron Howard. Happy Days.
Oh, come on.
I didn't watch Happy Days. Come on.
So, Chris, you just earned your team a second strike. We are going back to I'm Rubber, You're Glue. Shayna. Oh, she's not. Wait, is Shayna voted off? Yes, she is. Sean Bolton, who are you going to be challenging?
I'm not gonna go for the commie. Let's go with Meg.
Okay, Meg.
I guess I'm not a commie. Good.
The commie was voted off already. He was the first one voted off.
Okay, Jess, so I'm going to give you the two categories that you're going to choose from. Either Funky Breakin' Bunch or Hey Darkness, My Old Friend, I Got You, Man-Eater.
Sure, Meg's a shoo-in for the funky, freaky bunch thing. Let's go with the other one.
So Hey Darkness, My Old Friend, I Got You, Man-Eater. Is anyone willing to argue that the four most successful duos in entertainment history were Abbott and Costello, Simon and Garfunkel, Sonny and Cher, and Hall and Oates? I don't think so. The problem is that it's nearly impossible to tell these four groups of two apart. Case in point, our next question. I will give you a detail about one of the four twosomes' career, and you can tell me which one it is. Here we go. Okay, Meg. There was an 11-year age difference between us. An 11-year age difference between us.
Between the choices were Sonny and Cher, Hall and Oates, Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, Abbott and Costello, Simon and Garfunkel, Sonny and Cher, and Hall and Oates.
Sonny and Cher.
Ooh, that was a trick question. I'm sorry, Meg. That's incorrect. It was Abbott and Costello. That was your third strike for I Know You Are, but what am I? So someone will be leading us. Go ahead and vote. I'm sorry, but we have to say goodbye to you, Meg. Bye, Meg.
Jeez.
And now it's a dead heat.
Okay, so we're gonna keep it with you guys. So now let's see, Chris.
Yes.
Chris, who would you like to challenge on I'm Rubber, You're Glue?
I'll challenge Elizabeth.
Okay. So the two categories again that you will choose from: Funky Breakin' Bunch or Black to the Future.
You know, let's have a little fun. Let's do Black to the Future.
Black to the Future. Okay. Science fiction often portrays the future to be a place of peace and harmony, but sadly, even their Black characters are in the minority. Let's celebrate the few who broke through. He once said there was, here we go, Elizabeth. He once said there was too many motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, but in the second Star Wars trilogy, Samuel L. Jackson was more concerned with snakes inside the Jedi Order. What was the name of this Jedi Master?
Samuel L. Jackson's character?
Yes.
Mace Windu.
Son of a bitch.
You are correct. Good job. So you got your first strike. I know you are, but what am I? Okay.
Nerd cred's still on lockdown. All right.
I respect that. I appreciate that. I respect that.
Back to Sean Bolton, the guy that looks like Jess. Who would you like to challenge on the team I Know You Are, but what am I?
Let's see. Let's go with Miss Lieberman.
Okay. So the two categories that you're going to choose from, again, Funky Breakin' Bunch or When the Stars Go Blue.
She shocked us on past shows. I mean, I heard she shocked us on past shows with her knowledge of 90s stuff. So I'm not going to go with any Funky Breaking Bunch. Let's go with the other one.
Okay. When the Stars Go Blue. Being a celebrity is a great thing until it's not. The following celebrities died tragically. You could tell me what, can you please tell me what they died from? Okay, so I'm going to give you a celebrity, Emma, and you're going to tell me what that celebrity died from.
Okay.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, okay, you're giving me this look and it's not helping, Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to give you the choices.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Did he die from a cocaine overdose or a heroin overdose?
Maybe it's a
heroin overdose.
Maybe it's that angina thing.
I want to say heroin.
That is correct.
Yeah! All right.
Good job, Emma. So I'm rubber, you're glue. You just got your first strike. Okay, so I'm staying with you guys. Chris, did you just challenge somebody?
I challenged Elizabeth just before.
Just before. Okay, so now back to Emma again. Emma, who are you challenging on I'm rubber, you're glue?
Jason, you haven't done anything for a while.
Okay, we're going to challenge Jason. Here we go. Going back to, got to scroll through a lot here. Funky Breakin' Bunch or a new category, all about that bass.
Let's go Funky Breakin' Bunch.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
She was getting sick of saying that shit.
I know. Okay, so this is your category, Jason. Funky Breakin' Bunch. No one can dispute the cultural importance of Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch. Sadly, other than Marky Mark, who has done a few things since the group's breakup, his Funky Bunch has all but faded into obscurity. With that in mind, I was wondering if you could tell the difference between a member of the Funky Bunch and a character from either of the blockbuster hit films Breakin' or Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Let's find out. So you're going to tell me Breakin' or Funky Bunch.
Okay.
Yes, Shabba-Doo.
Say it again, please.
Shabba-Doo.
Breaking.
That is correct, Chris. So I'm rubber, you're glue. You just got a second strike. Okay, now going to Joe. Joe, who are you challenging?
Okay,
I'm.
Wait,
sorry.
Yeah. They got the ball. He got it right. They got the ball.
Yeah. Wait, who has the ball? I'm sorry. Who has the ball now?
Jason got it right, so I'm rubbing your glue with the ball.
Jason got it right. I'm sorry. So now we go back to Elizabeth, right? Elizabeth?
To challenge someone?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
so
sure.
Jason got it correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just got confused right now. Okay, who just answered? Didn't Chris just answer, or was it Jason?
That was Jason.
Sorry. Okay, yes, Jason, you are correct. Okay, so now we go. So I know you are, but what am I has a second strike. So now we're going to Jason. You're going to challenge someone.
Okay. Joe's on that team?
Okay, you're challenging.
I just, yeah.
Okay, so you're challenging Joe. Let me give you the two categories. All about that bass, or how many Polacks does it take to answer this question? Clearly, Jason has not played this game with us by his reaction.
I mean, all about that bass. Wow, what a question. What a category.
Okay, all about that bass. Sure, when it comes to your favorite band, you might know the singer or the lead guitarist or maybe even the drummer, but absolutely no one knows the bass player. So I'm going to give you a famous band and you have to pick their bassist from 3 choices. Okay, Joe, here we go. Led Zeppelin. A, John Entwistle. B, John Paul Jones, or C, Jeff Beck?
That would be John Paul Jones.
That is correct, Joe.
I even knew that.
I'm Rubber Your Glue.
Led Zeppelin. I was like, whew.
I'm Rubber Your Glue. You just got a second strike. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to Chris.
All right.
Yes, Chris. Challenge someone on I'm Rubber Your Glue.
I will challenge Jason.
Okay, Jason.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the two categories. How many Polacks does it take to answer this question, or a town called Twitch?
Let's go with how many Polacks?
Okay. Although they are often the butt of a joke, for some celebrities of Polish descent, they're the ones getting the last laugh. So I'm going to tell you a Polish joke, and as part of the answer, I will give you the name of a celebrity, and you're going to tell me if they are Polish or not. If they are Polish, you will answer tak, which is yes in Polish. If they are not, you will answer nie, which is no in Polish. Okay, first one. Why did the Polak cross the road? John Krasinski.
Talk.
I'm sorry, Jason. That is incorrect. It was so that was your third strike for I'm Rubber, You're Glue. So let's start voting. I'm Rubber, You're Glue. You're voting.
Kick him out the classroom.
The trap. Krasinski. It sounds Polish, but it's obviously Greek.
Sure does.
Wait, is it Greek?
I have no idea.
Sorry, Tom Bolton. We're saying goodbye to you. If you see Jess, tell him we said hello and that we missed him today.
I never liked democracy anyways.
Bye, Jess. Okay, so just to be clear here, we have from I Know You Are, But What Am I? We still have Emma, Joe, and Chris. And from I'm Rubber, You're Glue, we have Elizabeth and Jason left. Okay, so since we just voted somebody off of I'm Rubber, You're Glue, let's go back to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, challenge someone in I Know You Are, But What Am I?
I will challenge Emma.
Okay. So the two categories are a town called Twitch or what's your handicap?
A town called Twitch.
Okay, so a town called Twitch. Sometimes you can't name the player without a scorecard. And often you can't be certain if something is a famous Twitch gamer or a weird US town name. I will give you a name and you tell me if it is a town in the US or someone the kids are watching play Fortnite on Twitch. Okay, here we go. Emma, your question is Tai Tai.
Tai Tai?
Mm-hmm, Tai Tai. Town or Twitch player?
Could you spell that for me, please?
Yes, T-Y.
Oh.
I'm going to go with Twitch player.
I'm sorry, Emma, that is incorrect. It is actually a town. So that is your third strike.
All right.
So let's vote somebody off. I Know You Are, But What Am I?
I'm not voting this.
Okay, so we actually have a three-way tie. So we don't know. Shocking. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask a question, and what we're gonna do is, as soon as I'm done with the question, please raise your hand and answer, and whoever gets it right will be safe. The first person to answer the question correctly will be safe. Okay, here we go. So who are the 3 people in Jeopardy? Can I see your hands, please? So I know.
You never told us. Wait, who?
Oh, it's all 3 of us.
It's all 3 of you.
We're in a three-way tie. There's only 3 of us.
All 3 of us. Okay.
I
So
knew that.
because we just did a town called Twitch, I'm going to stick to that one. So I'm going to tell you, you're going to tell me if it's a town or if it's a Twitch player. Here we go. As soon as I say it, I want to see hands up, and the first person who gets it correct will be safe. Satan's Kingdom. Satan's Kingdom. Emma.
That sounds like it has to be a town, right?
That is correct. So you are safe. You're safe. So now it's between Joe and Chris, right? Okay, one more question for you guys. Let's see here. Let's do When the Stars Go Blue. So let me remind you again, you're going to tell me the cause of death for the celebrity. So I'll give you 2 choices. As soon as you have the... Oh, hold on. Sorry. You know what? No, I want to go back to do a ginger question instead. A ginger question. So a hint of ginger. Okay, so let me remind you again. It could either be Tina Louise, a celebrity named Ginger, or a celebrity with red hair. Okay. I was the drummer in the 1960s power trio Cream. Joe.
Ginger Baker.
That is correct.
Come on. Give me a chance here.
That's Chris. I didn't even know this.
Wow. Give me a chance here.
Bye, Chris. Okay, so now it's every man for themselves. So we're down to 4 people. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call on you individually. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then we're gonna go from there. So the last 2 people that are left standing, you guys are gonna do the speed round. Okay, let's go to what's your handicap? What's your handicap? Okay, Joe. For years, when golfers asked me, what's your handicap? I would often answer, no, I'm perfectly fine. With that said, some major celebrities have suffered and in most cases overcome a handicap. I will give you the celebrity and you tell me what makes them handy-capable. And I will give you a choice, okay? Okay, Joe. Has Tom Cruise struggled for years with dyslexia or diverticulitis?
I'm going to say dyslexia.
That is correct. That is correct. Emma.
All right.
It's the same category.
Cool.
Did Danny Glover do a commercial about his ulterior sclerosis or pseudo-Pulver effect?
Let's say ulterior sclerosis.
I'm sorry, Emma. It's incorrect. It was pseudo-Pulver effect. And when you find out what that is, can you let us know?
All right. This is sudden death, right? I'm done.
Oh, he laughs uncontrollably. Peter.
Controllable laughter or crying.
Uncontrollable laughter. Yes. Okay. Well, sorry, Emma.
All right.
Bye. Okay. Elizabeth. The same. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to another category.
Wow, no fair.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to how many Polacks does it take? So you're going to tell me again, if they are Polish, you will answer tak, and if they are not, you will answer nie. Okay. Why do Polish cars have a stripe on the side? David Arquette.
Talk.
That is correct, Elizabeth. Good job. Okay, Jason. Same category.
Oh, man.
Did you hear about the latest Polish invention, Johnny Galecki?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jason.
Oh.
It was talk. So we say goodbye to you, Jason. So now we are down to our speed round.
It's a writer's showdown.
Okay,
It's
so
a
this is how it's gonna work. Let me tell you how it's gonna work.
Okay.
We're gonna start with Joe, and then we're gonna put you, Elizabeth, in the waiting room.
Okay.
But let me read the instructions and tell you what it's about. Some may think the Partridge Family as, okay, I'm sorry. The speed round category is called Come On, Get Happy. Some may think of the Partridge Family as a silly early 1970s sitcom. But to me, I believe it's a triumphant story about a single mom who refused to accept her station in life and instead rose to fame with the help of her 5 talented children. We are going to put 30 seconds on the clock. When it starts, I will give you a name and you tell me if it's a Partridge Kid or not a Partridge Kid. Okay, Elizabeth, we'll see you in a second.
All right.
Joe, I will tell you when you're going to start.
Okay.
Okay, so Joe, I also want to reiterate, I just want to say something. You get 1 point for every right answer, but as a word of caution, you will lose a point for every wrong answer.
Okay.
The person with the highest score at the end will be today's Dodge champion and will go home with the satisfaction of knowing you defeated another human being.
So did I just say yes or no? Is that how?
I'm going to say Partridge, not a Partridge Kid.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I'll tell you when we're starting the clock. Ready? Can we start? Okay. Chris.
Partridge.
Kenny.
Not a partridge.
Tammy.
Not a partridge.
Lori.
Partridge.
Ruben.
See, this is a trick question because you want me to say they're a kid or not. Ruben was their manager, so I have to say not a partridge.
Keith.
Partridge.
Mike.
Not a partridge.
Susie.
Partridge.
Okay. So you got all the questions correct, Joe. Good job. You got 8 points.
Okay.
Good job, Joe. Okay, let's go. Let's bring Elizabeth in now. He got 8 points. I did. I already, yes, I told. Oh. Okay, Elizabeth, are you ready?
I am back, yes.
Okay, so Elizabeth, before we start, I do have to tell you one more thing. You will get 1 point for every right answer, but as a word of caution, you will lose a point for every wrong answer.
Okay.
The person with the highest score at the end will be today's Dodge champion and will go home with the satisfaction of knowing you defeated another human being.
Yay.
Okay, so I will tell you when we get started.
Okay.
And now it has to be a Partridge Kid, just to clarify. You have to say Partridge or not a Partridge Kid.
Is it actor name or character?
Character.
Okay.
Yes. So Partridge, not a Partridge Kid.
Okay.
Okay. So I will.
I should have spent time Googling to cheat, but I did not.
Okay. And here we go. Chris.
Not Partridge.
No, Kenny.
Non-Partridge.
Tammy.
Partridge.
Lori.
Partridge.
Ruben.
Non-Partridge.
Keith.
Non-Partridge.
Mike.
Non-Partridge.
Susie.
Partridge.
Time. Okay, sorry, Elizabeth, you only got 4 points.
I was gonna say, I got like none
Joe
of
got
them.
8 points, so Joe is our winner for today.
I should have cheated and looked.
In your face!
I should have.
I do like. Do you like the way that they threw in Ruben? That's like the Ruben was their manager. It's like, wait, that's not a kid.
I didn't know they had a manager named Ruben. I've never seen this show. All I know is all Danny Bonaducci's problems.
These guys were suckers letting the old guy get to the finals.
Congratulations, Joe. And I'm just so glad to know that we're bringing everybody back. I'm just glad to let you know that, you really do know a lot of useless information.
Yes, that's why we have a bento box of useless information.
If I ever need a lifeline for a game show, I know who I'm going to be calling. So, thank you so much for joining us. That's TMI Daily for today. And we'll actually be seeing you back here again tomorrow for a special Saturday edition of TMI Daily as we cover Donald Trump's Tulsa rally as it's happening live at 5 p.m. Also, we will be live tweeting as well on our TMI Hollywood Twitter page as the rally is happening. So until tomorrow, we'll see you back here again. Have a good night and stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Bye.